Hey guys, this is What's Good for the Bear. All the episodes are streaming on Hulu, so, season 1 began last year. Season 2 recently ended, so you can watch them all now if you have not watched the show yet. I think the show is successful for a lot of different reasons. First off, you have a lot of people are fascinated by baking and cooking shows, and you get to see some of that here. But the thing is, it's not just a whole hour of a cooking show. Like, you don't just see them cook and bake. You get this extra layer of understanding how how does this kitchen run, what is going on within each person's life, and seeing these different situations and how is this environment going. And season 1 is really that introductory season where the whole premise, how it begins, is you meet this chef. He is very experienced in the world of fine dining. He comes home to his older brother's restaurant where he left behind a bunch of debt. He has to deal with his family. He has to deal with the staff that works there, and what is he going to do with that? And so you get to see this sort of transition and what he decides to do with this whole experience, leaving behind kind of what he was trained to do, what he's known to do, and coming back essentially home. You get to understand those characters a lot in season 1. You learn about them and their stories and everything. In season 2, you just get so much more background and character growth from some of them. I have enjoyed season 2 like nobody's business. There are just multiple episodes where, I've just enjoyed season 2. Like, if season 1, I wouldn't say is bumming you out, or maybe you're like, oh, I'm not so sure, try and stick around for season 2. Just try. Because I feel like it almost went up a layer, just because, there are characters where I didn't hate them. They were fine. But you just see them change so much because they want, like, they're put in these situations where, they start to understand what is it that they want, what is their motivation. And it's been really interesting to see. It's just, I feel like a very different show, and I'm used to watching cooking shows, but this really gives it a different dynamic because it is a drama. It's still like very, very much fictionalized, but it still gives you that like kind of real world element where these things do happen. This is, you can imagine the chaos of running a kitchen and trying to come up with, different recipes and trying to be new and innovative. So give this show a shot if you haven't watched it already. I highly recommend it. It's been a joy to watch. And if you have watched it, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.